officers nationwide and threw the whole country off track for several weeks. And it was during that time, on October the 4th, that the Russians launched Sputnik 1, the very first satellite to be launched into space. The long shadows show that these scenes were filmed around breakfast time, as workers head for the city by bike, car and tram. No buses in view. Of course, buses replaced the trams after midnight on September the 14th. Rightly or wrongly, trams were seen as inflexible and the cause of congestion, while in Liverpool the decision to go over to buses had been hastened by a disastrous fire in 1947 that destroyed no fewer than 66 trams in their depot. Britain's last big city tramway was Glasgow, which closed in 1962, leaving just Blackpool, which has never closed and is now a tourist attraction, as well as a public transport system. But trams, now linked with suburban railway lines, are coming back into favour, and it was Liverpool's neighbouring city of Manchester which pioneered the way in 1992 with its Metrolink system. Liverpool's tramcar number 293 is specially decorated for the last week of services, back in the nostalgic 1950s. Three years later, and the flags and the bunting are out again. This time it's the Stars and Stripes in pole position, because we're celebrating an American spectacular, the first man on the moon. Happy landing, says the banner across this Liverpool street. It's July 1969, and on Sunday the 20th, the Apollo 11 lunar mission touched down on the moon's Sea of Tranquility. Neil Armstrong stepping out first, his fellow astronaut Buzz Aldrin following. Every household seems to have dug out some sort of decoration to help along their street party. Miniskirts were at their height, so to speak. Here's a rocket all covered with tin foil. The school children and their teachers must have been extremely busy preparing all this, an ideal filler for the end of the summer term. While we're celebrating the moon, why not the sun as well? That spacesuit looks pretty warm for July. And of course, it's a great excuse for a feast for the children, with trestle tables down the street. Everyone dresses up and gets a pressie. Next, the sack race. Not sure if that spaceman's suit is much help for this. And a knobbly knees competition, Butlins all over again. Nice for the old folks just to sit in the sun and watch. In those last few months of 1969, there were signs that the swinging 60s had swung too far. One of the Rolling Stones rock group drowned in his own swimming pool. Then, when the same band played a festival in California, a fan was killed by Hell's Angels. But back home, it's all good fun, while over the next 3 years, 5 more missions would land 10 more men on the moon. But for 30 years now, there have been no more. These children will be nearing middle age. Will they ever see another celebration like this?